Hello. Welcome to another Q&A, even though I kind of just did a Q&A. So if you are not following over on Becca Davis Vlogs, I have a whole vlogging channel. And over there, every month we do something called the coffee chat. And so every month, I ask for suggestions for things you are interested in hearing from. And usually I get like a couple, sometimes I get like one or two, sometimes I get like 5 or 6. This time I got so many questions and I was like, we can't answer all those in the coffee chat. So here we are with a Q&A, even though I just did a Q&A. For just FYI, I try to do a Q&A only once every 3 months and not 2 months in a row, but here we are. So I have a whole bunch of questions on here, everything from seasonal products to work schedules to all sorts of things. So we'll talk through that. Before we do though, 2 questions / announcements that I want to do. Number 1, I am officially going down to 2 videos a month on this channel. So my master plan is to post every other Tuesday. I've been threatening to do it for literally years. I have been saying I was going to go down to every other week. And we're at the point where it's like, yeah, partially because a lot of the questions on here, sometimes I use these to get video ideas. And we're at the point where a lot of the questions I already have like full videos on. And so I'm like, like there's only so much I can say about the same subject. So I feel now that I have, hundreds of videos here that there's a lot of content for you. And so I'm going to back it up a little bit. So that's number 1. Then number 2 is I've had a lot of people ask me about the email course. The email course is coming back. I'll give you a date. It is coming back. It will be re-released. Yes, October 10th is when the email course is coming back. So if you want to either start an email list or you want to take your email list to the next level, October 10th is your day. I will link it down below once it is available. Actually, I think I can link it even though it's not available right now. It just won't let you buy it yet. So that is coming very, very soon. I'm excited about that because it was really good and I got such good feedback from it. So many people really thought it was helpful and loved all the content. And also, like many things, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make like a little email course, and then it turned into like a really big email course because I'm me and I should have predicted that. So here we are. So all right, let's get into the questions. So Teaching Clementine Cuties said, getting TPT ready for the holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So I have a video about this. And so if you're looking at what to do for getting your store ready for the holidays, here's what I would look at. Number 1 is I would look at the major holidays, which I would say would be Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. She included New Year's. I'm curious if you have New Year's stuff. Let me know how it does. I don't have any New Year's stuff because we're not in school in New Year's. So by the time we get back, I'm kind of over it, but I'm curious if any of you have New Year's stuff and how it does. So let me know that down below. But those are kind of like the biggest holidays. There's also Hanukkah in there. There's Diwali in there. There's Veterans Day in there. So there's lots of other things going on. It's just like a holiday packed few months. So if you're looking to get your shop ready, I would say number 1 is look through and see if you have products that go along with those holidays. Number 2, if you don't have products that go along with those holidays, make some. Number 3, if you don't have products that go along with those holidays, then you want to look through, if you do have products that go along with those holidays, then look through and make sure that they are optimized. So like they have a nice cover that is pretty and people want to click on. They have thumbnails. They have a preview that is telling all the things and a video preview, and it has a description that explains a lot of things. Like look through and really make sure they are optimized so that they're in the best spot for you. And then if you have content, go ahead and start making content about those holidays now so that you are ready when they come. As far as like here, we'll skip ahead to another question because I saw that one. Where is he? Nessie Inez said, how early should you be uploading seasonal products? That question was not near the other one, but I'm going to stick them near because they go together. ASAP is the short answer. If you have something that is Christmas and it is ready now, post it now. It's not really a how early should you, it's more like what is the last possible second that you can. My suggestion is do not post a seasonal product less than a month ahead. That's not like a firm line. You know, if it's 3 weeks, it's probably okay. But shoot for a full month ahead, because if you are posting things too close, so let's take Halloween, for example. Halloween is the last week of October, which means that we're going to be planning for this week in this week, right? Teachers, because like my lesson plans are, I think they're due on Monday, but I always do them on Thursday or Friday. So we're going to be making my lesson plans the week before. But this week, I might also be doing Halloween stuff, and I probably will be doing Halloween stuff. So really, I'm lesson planning for Halloween here and maybe even here. Or I'm at least looking for ideas here. So if you don't post your Halloween products until the 3rd week of October, or even the 2nd week, you've already missed so many people who are looking for those things. And when you have a newer product, it takes some time to get some traction. So if you can post it early, it's gonna make a much bigger difference. I know that's hard to hear. I made a whole video about that during back to school time. Listen, I'm not saying that I have never posted a product really close to a holiday, because I have. I've also posted products after a holiday was over, because I was like, well, I already have it, might as well. But I will tell you that they don't sell, or they don't sell as well as they could have if you post them early. So shoot for a solid month before that holiday. So if you have Halloween resources, you should have already posted them, because this video will be going out, I don't know, like the 8th or the 22nd. So you should, oh, the 22nd, my birthday. Oh, it's so close. So you should already have those out. Thanksgiving is on the 29th of November. So I would say get those Thanksgiving resources up by the 1st of November. And then Christmas, when is Hanukkah? Hanukkah, Hanukkah, festival of lights, candles glow in a row, 7 days, 8 nights. Oh, I don't see Hanukkah. Okay, we'll have to Google. When is, it's usually on my thing. Oh, okay. So this year Hanukkah is actually pretty late. It's usually earlier than that. Hanukkah this year is December 25th. Look at that. To January 2nd. That's interesting. Sometimes it's like in November, sometimes it's early December, because it's not the same calendar that they go off of. Anyway, so Hanukkah / Christmas resources, the 25th, but we don't go to school on the 25th. Most places, I'm assuming, are going to get out on the 20th, which is the Friday before. That's when we get out. So I would say have your Hanukkah and Christmas resources ready before Thanksgiving is over. Yeah. I mean, you can do it the 2nd, but honestly, again, personally, I'm going to be lesson planning for that first week of December, the week before Thanksgiving, because we're not teaching Thanksgiving. Actually, we might, because we had lots of days out for this hurricane. Actually, that's why I'm filming this today. It's like a Monday afternoon. I would still be at school by this time. So I personally will be planning for that first week in December on on November 21st. Actually, probably the 22nd, because I have a concert on the 21st. But so if you want to really make the most out of Christmas and Hanukkah, I would try to get them out like that 3rd or 4th week of November, but definitely before December starts. And then same thing with New Year's, you need to have it out, I don't know, by like the 2nd week of December, because again, people have to find things in order to lesson plan with them, and they're going to do those things early, most of us. Not everybody does, but you want to make sure that you are having ample amount of time for both the planners and the non-planners, okay? Now, when I made the video about that at back to school, people were like roasting me. They're like, oh, I have posted back to school things in September and they have sold. I'm not saying you can't sell a Halloween resource on October 30th. What I'm saying is, if you post your Halloween resource on October 30th, then there's not a lot of people who are going to see it in time. Versus if you post it on September 30th, you have a whole month for people to find it, lesson plan with it, use it and love it, and write reviews and share it with your friends. Like, you just have so much more time. So that would be my suggestion as far as when to post those things. But earlier is better. If you have something for New Year's, post it now. Great, go for it. That also gives you plenty of time to make content about it, which is great. So there we are. Kimberly's Classroom said, I would love to hear about any new ideas or projects that you'd like to work on in 2025, like courses, books, etc. 2025. Usually I've already got a pretty solid idea, but it's been really, it's been pure chaos over here, so that hasn't happened. For sure, I want to redo my first course, my like selling your teaching resources from the ground up. I would like to completely revamp that one. It just is a few years old, and I would like to revamp it and make it better. And once I do that, I'm really going to try to streamline me selling like each of my different courses through there. I need to finish the book that I have been working on for like 2 years now. It's not for you. It's about music teachers and surviving your first... I can't decide if I want to do surviving your first 3 years or surviving your first 5 years. I don't know. So one of those will be the title. But I have most of that draft written and it needs to get finished. I would like it to be out next year. Yeah, those are the two main things that I know right now. I have been toying with the idea for a while of doing some sort of like TPT membership thing, but I don't think I want it to be TPT specific. I think I want it to be more like business, like, you know, business specific, online business specific. But I don't know what I want yet. So I don't know. I keep like, I will think about it and I get really excited about it and I really want to do it. And then I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have, you know, the resources. I can barely answer my email. Like, you think I'm going to be able to answer people's questions. And so I keep going back and forth and I'm not really sure. So that's something I originally was planning to launch next year. And now I'm thinking like, oh, I don't know about that. So we shall see. Yeah. And then other than that, I am working on making full curriculums for music teachers. So I'm hoping I would love if I can get kindergarten and first grade ready next year. That's like my goal. If I could do kindergarten and first grade like this school year, and then do like second and third the next school year, and then fourth and fifth the next school year, that would be amazing. I don't know if that's gonna happen though, because it's like a lot of work. Second and third grade might actually be easier because I have a lot more of the stuff that I use for second and third grade. But kindergarten and first, like, I need to make a lot of like lesson packs and songs and like that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I love trying to pronounce these things, and I do apologize for any names that I mispronounce. Maritz ADB says, typical schedule per week working on TPT, time spent on business. I have multiple videos about this. I also have lots of vlogs on the vlogging channel. That is the best way to find the behind the scenes and see about it. Maybe I'm due for a new one. I used to work about 10 hours a week. Lately, it has not been quite that much. I've been having a really hard time lately getting stuff done. I would say definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe closer to like 6 to 8 hours a week, depending on the week. Like today I don't have school because of the hurricane, so I've been working on the business the whole day. So it just kind of depends, but schedule wise, my main thing is in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I get my solid chunk of work done. So one of those is always writing emails. The other one is kind of more flexible for whatever needs to get done. Sometimes I have time Monday, Wednesday, or Friday to do a little bit of work, which usually ends up being like Pinterest. Sometimes I don't because those days I work out. So my schedule is a little bit different. And then I usually film on Tuesday or Thursday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I usually work on the business in the evening after dinner. So I like eat dinner and then I'll pull my laptop out and I try to work for at least an hour. I would love to do 2 hours, but it depends on what time we eat. So sometimes it's, so usually it's like 8 to 9, 8 to 9:30, 8 to 10, something like that. Just kind of depending on what I'm working on. So that's my tentative thing. Key ideas, MJR said, do you ever just ignore ridiculous requests or comments from TPT buyers? Yes, I do. I get a lot of really ridiculous requests from people. I got one a few weeks ago. It was like, hey, I like this lesson, but I want it on, what was it? She wanted me to like make a whole new version of it. And I was like, no. Or, hey, can you add these rhythms to this? No. Hey, I know this is on Google Slides, but could you send it to me in PowerPoint? No, I don't even have PowerPoint. Y'all. Yeah, I have seen a lot. I see a lot of things and I'm just like, I find it so rude too. I'm like, how entitled are you that you're asking me to do this? Now, listen, if it is something where it is unclear what the product is, I understand. But if I am very specific in the description and in the preview about what's included, what you get, and then you want to ask me for other things, no, I don't. I feel like I just got one that was really absurd. Let me see if I can still see it. I might not have even, I'm like, it just baffles me. Like, I would never ask something. Oh, one person, I have this product that has a statue in it and I used the Statue of Liberty, honestly, because it was green and all the other statue clip art I could find was gray. And someone was like, I can't believe you used the Statue of Liberty in this Beethoven resource when he's from Germany. And I was like, I don't know. Would you consider adding these rhythms? No. Yeah. So if someone asks something ridiculous, you do not need to answer them and you do not need to do whatever they ask. If it's something reasonable and you can do it, that's great. But like, I usually do not have the time to go and totally remake something. So no, if they're reasonable, I will send a reasonable answer and say, hey, that's a great idea. Here's why I'm not going to do that. Or maybe I'll look into that in the future or something like that. Always make sure that you're kind when you respond, but you don't have to, do that. All right. Next up, Fluffy Tots said how to break to the next 1,000, currently earning 3,000 a month, doing revised products. There's a comma, so I think there was supposed to be more, but that's all that I got. This is a really hard topic, that like breaking into the next product or like money amount. I feel you. I've been kind of like stuck in the same little boat and I personally really need to get like up to the next one. So I would say there's a couple things you could do. Number one is, yes, revising products is great, but new products is what's really going to help. The times that I have been able to like jump to the next amount has been times that I have made either a really, really, really popular resource or a significant amount of popular resources. So like, I made 5 to 10 products that I've added that have all been selling pretty well. So that would be kind of the best thing. The other thing I would say that helps the most is adding something new. So if you want to add a blog, add content, add Instagram where you're marketing, like that kind of stuff makes a bigger difference. But other than that, it's honestly, a lot of it is like slow and steady and you kind of just have to keep going and doing what you're at. I was looking through my like overall sales and trying to figure out like what has helped me the most, and that really was me posting a lot of new products at the same time, because that's honestly the easiest way to make more money, is to post new products. So that's the short answer. The longer answer is, if you take your time and you're patient, revise old products, add some new products every month, grow that audience, and it will happen. But it is really frustrating when you're just kind of stuck. And my best answer is, if you're stuck, you need to do something different, which is what I've been trying to figure out, is what can my something different be? I don't know. We'll find out. Technology Realm Resource, I think it cut off the end of your name. I'm sorry. Ask for favorite podcasts. I have not been listening to podcasts in like years. Sorry. They also ask about my Pinterest strategy. Did you go through a course for it? Statistics. I am terrible at looking at statistics. Sorry. Did I go through a course? No. I actually was looking for a Pinterest course, but the problem that I keep running into with this and other things is I know enough about Pinterest that I don't need like Pinterest basics. I do not need you to show me how to make a pin or how to, those kind of things. Like, I don't need it. I don't know. Like, I need, I would like next level, like how to break into like the next level of Pinterest. So if you know like a good like next steps course, let me know. But I don't need any of the basic stuff. And a lot of courses focus on those basic things. And so I have not had a course. My strategy was great over the summer. I was shooting for at least 3 posts per day. And so I would get on, and what I would do is I would schedule out like one time block. So I would do like, okay, I'm going to schedule all the 8 a.m.s, and I would schedule 8 a.m.s until I ran out of time. And then the next day I would schedule all my 12 p.m.s until I ran out of time. So that way I could get ahead a good bit. And I was shooting for like 2 static posts and then 1 video pin. And really just trying to see what works best and look through my pins and see what works better. Honestly, I have been really, really, really having a hard time getting back into it once school started, because life has been chaotic. So I am currently not doing a great job. But I did see I was doing really good from like April to July, and I did see an increase in sales from Pinterest. I also saw an increase of Pinterest followers and views on my Pinterest. So I do think that it helped. And I do need to get back into it, but it just is one of the things that has not gone back yet. Zoe asked, are you okay? Yeah, I'm getting there. Is it me, or are the milestone gifts slightly underwhelming? I don't know. I posted a video about the one that I received. I don't remember what the milestone was for, but it was something I'd passed a while ago. And it was fine. It wasn't like, mind blowing, but also they added a lot more milestone gifts. So you used to only get like 1, and now you get like a bunch. So if you have more gifts, obviously it's going to be less exciting for some of those. And especially the smaller amounts are definitely going to be less exciting. So I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect. So since I had very low expectations, I wasn't super underwhelmed, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, got 2 more. The next one is from Mergen531. Says, have you read the book Happier Hour? No. What's it about? Let us find out. Amazon and their Prime Days, like, just show me. I don't want to sit here waiting for something. Happier Hour. Let us see. Reframe your time around life's happiest moments to build days that aren't just full but are fulfilling with this joyful guide. That could be interesting. We shall put it on the list, and maybe we shall read it. There we go. All right. Well, we'll see. And then the last question for today is from Make STEM Proud. It says, what's your opinion on diversifying your TPT income? Clearly I am for it because I do and have always diversified my income with YouTube, with the blog, with books, with courses, all that kind of stuff. I'm wondering if you're asking about selling on other platforms. I have a video, it should be coming out soon, about the results of selling on all the different platforms that I tried out. Personally, spoiler alert, I did not find a lot of success on other platforms that were not TBT. I did pretty well on Etsy. So at the current moment, spoilers, I am only doing TBT and Etsy. I'm not doing any of the other ones. I left them up there just so that they can, make a couple bucks, but I am not actively putting anything on there. I'm not actively doing anything on anything except for TBT and Etsy. That being said, other things have been really, really successful. Books don't make a lot of money, FYI, but courses make a good bit of money. So like my course sales do really well. And so that's something I'm definitely glad I diversified with. I do like having the Etsy so that I have that extra thing. I have the Bible lessons in addition to the music lessons, and the Bible lessons don't do as well, which frankly is because I have not put the effort in there, which is something I'm working on tentatively. But doing the Bible lessons is I like having that extra something going on, especially because it's not school related, which means that they still sell in like June and July. There's not like a giant dip like there is for school resources. So I definitely think that diversifying your income is a smart thing to do. If you're planning to do that, what I would do is, one, definitely build your audience, because like the main thing that's great about TBT is that it already has people on the platform. But especially if you're trying to do like courses, like if you just make a course, like people can't find it, you have to sell it. So having your audience that you can then send to, hey, go do this course. Hey, go do this, summit that I'm doing with these other music teachers. Hey, go buy my book. Like those kind of things you can do when you have an audience. And then the other thing I would say is just add one new thing at a time. Don't take on 87 new things. You know that I am the always gung-ho to try new projects, start something new. Just the other day I was like, oh, I should open this store and I should do this and I should do that. And then I was like, Becca, chill out. You do not have time for that. So just add one new thing, because anytime you add something new, it is hard. But once you have, one new thing, then you try it and then it becomes easier. So all that being said, yes, diversify your income. Don't overwhelm yourself, because that's the worst. So that's my story. Thanks for having another Q&A. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'm going to go actually drink this coffee that I made and edit some product photos, because I just took a whole bunch of product photos. So now I need to edit them so they look all nice and pretty. Professional, because we want to actually sell things. Okay, bye.